Guys, hey, we need to talk. We need to talk. This is urgent. Gather here, guys. Guys, it is finally happening. And MORAA, you're laughing. It is finally happening, guys. Hey? It is not easy. It is not easy. My God. You know, I'm speaking in low tones because even walls have ears nowadays, guys. This is a secret, guys. I don't want to, let the cat out of the bag as yet. I have heard this lady, what's her name? You know, Marwa's neighbor. She has come out to rant. My goodness. Even Kanye West rants cannot compete with this one. Wait. She has come out guns blazing, guys. She has said, Team MORAA, I'm reporting Team MORAA. Yes, guys, you heard me right. So all of you, me, I don't even know what to do because, but you know what? I already found somewhere to hide, I'm going to go into hiding very soon because this lady, the design that she has come today, this one is not easy. This one is not a joke. This woman is even yelling at the subscribers. Guys.
Brenda, I will tell my moderator to chase you out of this. Just go and beat MORAA. I don't want to see you in my channel. I don't want to see you on my channel. I want to block you out. My moderator will going to block you out. You can't force me to beat MORAA. You just go and beat MORAA.
This woman has done a live stream talking about why are people of Team MORAA mentioning her children. So I'm out here to ask you all, why are you mentioning her kids? Guys, I personally was mentioning, rather, I have not even done a video to mention her kids, but right now I'm mentioning them. And I'm mentioning them because I saw them on MORAA's video. So I can mention them in the context that I saw MORAA's neighbor's kids at MORAA's place. As a matter of fact, I have been seeing them like every other day. Guys, remember, when I did a video, I said, I have been seeing her son play with Gitiriba's son. I've been seeing them in Gitiriba's videos. I've been seeing them at MORAA's compound. Guys, before we continue with MORAA's neighbor and her children, there is breaking news. I've just seen a post by Kamanja on his community page talking about the international guest has been arrested. He is now at Isebania police station and the charges have not been disclosed as yet. So guys, like seriously, like I normally say, guys, not everybody who is in USA is USA. This guy came to the village and I remember seeing him in Masubo's house the very first time. He was right next to Masubo while Masubo was doing a reaction. And he was introduced to the world, And then this guy was going all around the village, visiting the lazy gang, advising them, showing them the way, telling them how to start projects. He himself spoke about starting a, poultry project, which I understand he has done. The other day I heard Masubo talking about he has bought 2 pieces of land in Nyabohanse as at now. He has started on his project. The guy is doing his own things. That is according to Masubo, the village mouse. So, this particular guy is in custody right now. It's a Banya police post or police station, whatever. Remember Masubo coming out to talk about how he likes to party, have a good time, go out, you know. He loves the nightlife. And I remember one time Mr. Kohera talking about, this is not right. If something happens to him, you know, what's going to happen? Who is going to be, you know, be held responsible? And I remember Masubo coming out to do a video and saying that he has tried to take this man to be registered at the chief's place, but this man, you know, was adamant. But he later came out and said that, you know, finally the guy had accepted to be registered at the chief's place. So he said that, you know what, I have washed my hands, you know, because this guy loves the bottle too much. He drinks into the wee hours and comes drunk, you know, staggering home. He said that he is not going to put up with that kind of behavior any longer. And so this guy had to leave. He had to leave the village mouse's house. Imagine being kicked out by the village mouse. Oh my God. Village mouse kicking out town mouse. Why would somebody come all the way from the States? Because this guy is, you know, Sierra Leonean. And he was staying in America. Now, the guy has decided to come and settle in Nyabohanse, buy land, start a project. Which is okay, guys. That is okay. However, what kind of behavior does this man have? Why is he already being arrested? Oh my God. All his dollars. It's a Banya police. What is really going on? This guy? Are these the kind of people we hear? You know, somebody went to a certain country and they, you know, got lost there. As in getting lost, not in getting lost in the, you know, literally getting lost, but you know what I mean, getting lost. My goodness. Anyways, guys, let us wait and hear, you know, the news from the village so that we can know what he did, you know, or what he didn't do to deserve or to warrant him being thrown into the cells. What do you all think, guys? You know, what can you speculate? And at this point, I'm asking myself questions like, you know, why would he leave the States to come and, you know, do this project in Nyabohanse? Why not anywhere else? Why not in his own country? You know? And even this America, did he leave it in a good way? Or was he kicked out by Trump? There seems to be some story, some fishy story that people do not know about. Wow. He came all the way from the United States to come and be drunk and disorderly in the village. He came all the way from the United States to do all this crazy stuff. Back to Mara's neighbor, guys. Hey, this woman has come out to say that she is going to burn the clothes that were given to her kids. She does not need for her kids to be given clothes, she says. Even if they walk naked, that is her problem. She has said that she is going to burn the clothes that her kids were given. She has done this live stream, you know, with emotions, guys. She was saying that she is tired. You know, she has had it. She said that she has to burn these clothes and nothing, you know, is going to happen. She's going to burn them and everything will remain the same. She says that her kids have clothes, guys.
If you want those clothes with the transsound bow, go and pick in the Vera. But even I'm going to ban those clothes. And nothing can be happened that person has banned their clothes. Because even those kids doesn't have clothes. Let them to be stay without clothes. Nothing could be happen. Yeah, let them to be stay without even clothes.
This woman is forgetting where she came from. Remember Moses having torn shorts? None of those kids even had a sweater, a school cardigan. Why are people forcing her to be Team Marwa? She does not want to be Team Marwa. People should leave her alone. She said that she is tired. And she is going to report people. Guys, I'm just wondering now, if she goes to the cop station, what will she be reporting? Some bunch of people who spoke about my kids? Like, what is she going to be reporting, guys? Somebody let me know. She has said that she is the... Oh, by the way, Passy, please do not report me. Guys, Passy has come out to say that she is going to report Kamanja, especially because Kamanja is too much. Kamanja is overworking, mentioning her name and her kid's name. She said that she has to take action against this man. Guys, I remember this began when Marwa, was en route to Kenya. I think he had arrived at the village at this particular time when Passy did a video and she titled it, "Welcome Back, Marwa." I remember it causing problems. She came out, to tell her audience, her subscribers that, what, I do not really love Marwa or like him at all. I just did this for, for views. I was just using his name. So after this, I think Kamanja did a video, on the same. Passy came for him. And then now Kamanja has also done another video. When Passy spoke about asking her subscribers what she should do, she was asking for advice. So Kamanja gave his honest opinion, He analyzed her video. But this girl is coming out for Kamanja guns blazing. Guys, this woman was explaining to her subscribers that she normally leaves the kids at home and goes to work. She found a job as, a house help somewhere around. So she leaves her kids all by themselves and goes to do this particular work. I even saw at the chat section people asking her, like, you want to tell us you leave those kids alone by themselves? Because remember, guys, the two elder boys are in boarding school, right? So you can imagine it is Chacha and Angel at home, like during the weekends by themselves. And then the mother goes to, do some work, elsewhere. Guys, so she is saying that she cannot lock her kids. She cannot lock them up in a room. Kids will always be kids. I totally agree. I just want to remind this woman that her kids started being paid for school fees when people saw them in tattered clothes. Passy, your kids were walking almost naked, with clothes that have holes in them. So when you come out here and, try to speak as though you're rubbishing these clothes that they have been given, you should remember where you came from.
Hey guys, actually, I don't want a lot. I'm tired now. I'm tired now, guys. Even if I'm not in the village, people are just bringing this big mouth, talking about my kids every day, talking about my kids. My goodness. They say that why I deny Mr. Cecil, why I deny Juliet. They said still they are seated there saying that Passy's house is incomplete because he denied Cecil, because he denied Juliet. Are you here that the Juliet has put anything in that house? The house is there, and the house is building by Tubovanil. Have you heard that Trenson put anything in that house? Stop, Kamanja, what you are talking about, and stop bringing my kids in the internet. Actually, we're going to put people to take, it will be a police case. I'm just telling you.
Guys, you all remember the very first, day of school, Chacha, they were opening school. And these other kids had torn uniform. I especially remember Moses. And to imagine that this woman is now talking like this, she is the same one who wants to burn clothes. And people are even advising her, telling her that you can take them to, children's home, or you can give them to other kids who are needy. You don't have to burn clothes. Passy, if you burn those clothes, you will just be calling poverty right back at you. You haven't even left poverty yet. It is people who built you a house. And now you're feeling so full of yourself, wanting to burn clothes. Shame on this woman. And guys, if you remember, she's out here pretending that, I was at work, I didn't know when my kids were going there, other kids playing with others. Of course, that is true. However, guys, her kids were there on the first day. She saw them on iammarwa's video. That is when she should have taken action. She should have told them, you know what? Take back those clothes. So on the second day, the kids would have gone back to return the clothes. But if you saw, Marwa had to tell Chacha, that you were here yesterday. So today you cannot pick anything. In fact, even on the second day, if I remember very well, Marwa had said that they were there on the first day and they had picked clothes. In fact, Marwa implied that even the clothes that Chacha was wearing, he had taken them, the previous day. So these kids have been there 3 days consecutively. Every single day that the clothes were being given out, these kids were there. And guys, these kids, kids are so innocent. You all saw how Angel is even asking Marwa, what is in this thing? Some toy that she grabbed, that she got for herself. Why is this woman bringing all this animosity? Guys, you see what poverty can do to someone? It is actually sad. Like, seriously, guys. This woman feels like she is, she wants to play both sides. At first, she tried it, but I figure it's not working. Remember, she was out here trying, welcome Marwa, Marwa is, she's here, she's there, but right now she has known that, she cannot be like a hyena. Hyena is the one that wanted to go this way and this way at the same time. And it did not work for it, And so even her, she has realized she has to stick on one side. She tried, to come on Marwa's side, and, she found that the ground was a bit hostile. So now she is bitter, she is pissed. She wants to please her negative audience. All these bad people. And one thing this woman should realize, Passy, people like Carrots, who are always out here to make sure that you and Marwa and other villagers, do not see eye to eye. These same people, guys, I remember very well Carrots talking about, her and her neighbors live in harmony. They live in peace. They help each other. They call each other out. Remember even when she was talking about going to this funeral, the neighbor's funeral, where she started bringing out, bizarre stories, for views. She said that she is, cordial with all her neighbors. They live very well. But fools like it's Passy will want to please, people like Carrots, please her negative subscribers. I know it is hard, Passy. You want your house done and you still want to be friends with your neighbors. I know it's difficult. And I know you're being smart, Passy. At this point, I know you're just being a smart girl. You're trying to show your audience that, marwa this, marwa that, But at the end of it all, when your house is, done and everything is okay, I know now you'll come out and say, you fools. I know, I get it. Guys, this woman spoke about, that something bad is going to happen in the village, that Trenchtown grandpa may be coming back to the village. I don't know if that's true. However, whether it's true or not, the fact of the matter is, if Trenchtown grandpa wants to go back to the village, he can. And nobody can stop him. As long as he comes into the country in the right way, and follows all the right procedures, then he can go to Nyabohanse or any other part of Kenya. Oh, yes. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. Especially people like Gintu, the big mouth. And, I don't know, people like Carrots, who are really backing out here. They can do nothing. Carrots with all her big connections. She can do totally nothing. And guys, people who are, people like Gintu's subscribers, if they are smart people, they can actually see what is happening. Marwa is back to the village, living free. And yet, if you guys remember the kind of videos Gintu was doing, Marwa can never step in that village. If Marwa steps back there, I have got the videos, guys. I reacted on them. Gintu was telling his subscribers, and they were there egging him on, typing in the comment section. He should not come back there, make his life miserable. Do what you have to do, Gintu. Mobilize the villagers. The same villagers who are going to Marwa's place, having friendly conversations with him, these same villagers. Shame on you, Gintu. Shame on all of you. Shame on you, Carrots. You have failed terribly and miserably. You should go and, try to reignite those witch powers of yours. They are weak. They're not doing nothing. Nothing is happening. What a shame. It's Passy. I know your strategy. I've already seen right through you. You're trying to fool your people, because you want them to finish your house. Because, guys, did you hear her say that she only wants people who will tell her, how much is this? I want to finish your house. I want to help you do this. I want to pay school fees for your kids. I want to help you. Those are the only kind of people she wants in her channel, guys. So if you are there, just watching videos and giving her watch hours, she does not want anybody like you in her channel. Oh, yes. She only wants people who can give financial help, material help. Those are the kind of people It's Passy needs. She said it in her video. Oh, my God. But you will still see fools. It's Passy. Passy is telling you clearly. Move. If you're not giving me money. And just know that you will give money, and at the end of the day, she will not be grateful. She will throw you and discard you like used tissue paper once her home is done. Guys, you can take this to the bank. I can tell you for free. Take this to the bank. And something else, this Passy woman, even last time, when they kicked out Trenchtown grandpa, I remember her saying, oh, I don't care. My kids can go to public school. My kids, I don't care taking them to public schools. Guys, didn't she end up begging on the streets so her kids can go to private school? Isn't she the same one who was saying, My kids have to go back to the same school so that Trenchtown grandpa can see that even without his money, my kids can still go back to the same school, same standard and all this. Isn't she the one who said that? Does she think we forget? We have reacted on those videos and we have them. Passy, wacha kutubeba ujinga. We are not foolish. Don't say one thing and say another. You said your kids can go to public schools the other time. But when it came to schools opening, you started begging. And you said that my kids have to go back to the same school so that I can show, Trenchtown boy or Trenchtown grandpa that he did not win. Guys, people who are always competing, people who are always fighting, even battles that they know that they cannot win. At the end of this year, Passy, you will again be begging. I'm sorry, guys. She will again be begging for people to pay for school fees for her kids for the next year. And this time around, Passy, I would advise you to arrange yourself. Organize your life. Jipange bana, jipange, because they might not come through. The way they sound, the way they respond to you nowadays, they are tired. So if you don't sort out your issues right now, next year, you may have a problem. Or maybe in December, you will start begging, Most probably. Team Marwa does not need you, Passy. And report all of us. Report. Oh my God. Go and report. We love to be reported. Oh my God. Team Marwa, I'm going to report you. Huh? Hey, Kamanja. Kamanja. Hey, my brother. Hey, every corner. Oh my God. And which Kamanja was Passy talking about? Because she kept saying, why don't you show your child, to the world? Why don't you show your kids to the internet? Why don't you show your kids here on YouTube? Well, I always see Kamanja's son on YouTube every day. Kamanja is always doing live streams, and 90% of the time, Kamanja is showing his son. His son is always saying hi to us. So what is Passy talking about? This just goes to show that these people just come out and start talking without even knowing what they are talking about. It's Passy. I dare you to burn those clothes. You sound so stupid. You sound dumb. For somebody who was as needy as you were, even the people who are people of means, they can't do that. So who are you? And what are you trying to show people? If you don't want those clothes, return them to the villa or give them out to somebody who needs them. Otherwise, you sound so dumb and you are very shameless. Everybody on the streets knows the kind of person you were. We all know where you came from. Come on. Hujafika bado. You have not reached. You have not arrived. Stop feeling so hot. Hey! Even people with money are not this arrogant. Guys, these are the kind of people who, make God to take away their blessings. Because when God blesses you a little bit, you start, feeling like you own the whole entire world. And so now even God may be afraid to give you more blessings because he knows that now you are going to walk all over everybody. You're going to be insulting people left, right, and center. Can you imagine, guys? What a shame. And guys, I just saw a comment, by Milli Vanilli. I saw a comment by Milli Vanilli, and he was advising Passy, and gosh, I must say, I agree with him. But I normally wonder. Anyway, let me not go there for today. Let me not go there. Here is the comment that Milli Vanilli made. As you can see, he is advising Passy not to let people separate her from her neighbors, particularly from Marwa. He is advising her to make sure to keep a good relationship with Marwa. She is telling him that kids will always be kids, and he also advised her about the clothes. He is telling her to give out those clothes to other kids who may need them, or even take them to some children's home or something. But he cautions her from burning them. He tells her that burning them will not be a good idea. It'll not be right. So as you can see, there is some voice of reason, at least for this time, So let's see, what happens. Let us see if Passy makes good her threat of burning the clothes, or if she is going to have some sense and give these clothes out to other kids who need them, or even take them to the children's home. Imagine, guys, Passy taking away these clothes from these kids. Even how will the kids feel, we were out there with all the other kids. We were getting all these gifts. And then now, for whatever reason, our mommy is taking our gifts away and giving them to other people. Why? Why do other people, guys, like to entangle their kids, in drama? Entangle their kids in nonsense? I just feel like people involve their kids in some crap that they shouldn't be involved in. I feel like people should just grow up and have some sense. I don't know what you all think about this video. What do you think about Passy? Generally, this mentality that she has about pleasing her audience so much. Is it desperation, guys? She really wants to finish her house by fire, by force. She's seeing that things have stalled, so she has to do what she has to do. Building is not easy. Even the little part that has remained is probably not a cup of tea for her, considering she does not have, good, steady income. But if this woman had sense, had brains, she would stay in one section of the house where it's complete, and then she would complete her house, the rest of it slowly by slowly, even if it takes a year. But these people, she wants to finish this house now. It has to get finished. And guys, the reason is she wants to make a point. She wants to show Team Marwa. Because guys, if you've been listening, she has been saying for the longest, they are jealous of my house. They think my house will not be finished. It is all about what they think, what people are saying, and all these things. It is not about what she wants. It is not about what she's able to do. It is about, she just has to make a point, no matter what. And this makes me know that if she gets customers for nudies, she's going to go right back there. Because she has to finish this house. Gosh. I think this is so sad. She is, she is stressing herself because most of these people who are talking really don't care. Now, who cares about her? Who cares? Whether she finishes her house or she does not finish it. Nobody cares. But now she is fighting, with herself. thinking that she's fighting people. She's competing with herself, thinking that she's competing with people. What do you think, guys? What do you think about this woman? She cannot compete with Marwa. And, something else, if she wants to have, drama, she wants shenanigans, why can't she just have her own shenanigans without including Marwa in it? Because clearly, guys, nobody called her kids to the villa. Passy, who called your children to the villa? Your kids have been there since Marwa arrived. Even the day of fruits, even the day, Marwa was in the garden with Rocio. Every single day they are there. So who is calling her kids there? And then she wants to come and open her big... She's saying people are opening big mouths, and she's the one with the biggest mouth. Why are her kids there? You keep your kids, wherever you're keeping your kids. Stay away from the villa, stay away from Marwa, and nobody will be talking about you. You're insignificant. You think people want to talk about you because you're what? Because you have what? Even, this small drama that you're causing, is the one that is making people to talk about you for only 2 days, and then we have forgotten about you. We don't care. It is what it is. You do your own things, leave Marwa and his family out of it, and nobody will bother you. You can't start making thumbnails here saying, oh, welcome Marwa, oh, another one, I don't know what. And then this same person you despise is the same one that you want to use for views and all this stuff. You disappear and nobody will bother with you. Disappear from Marwa's frame. Marwa's frame like this, you disappear, you and your kids. Who do you think will be looking for you? For what? You can't give anybody no views. Let me tell you for free. It is only that you're adding Marwa. You're bringing your drama involving Marwa. That is why people are making views from you. And it's only for like 1 or 2 videos. And then after that, everything goes back to 0. You cannot give nobody no views. You yourself have been defeated by your own channel. That is why you've gone to look for a house girl's job. If your channel was doing very, very well, making like $2,000, what would you be going to do a job of 3,000 shillings? Kwani how much money a house helps paid in the village? Isn't it $30 or if it's, at most 40? Guys, if her videos, one video was producing $40, would she be out there? Leaving her kids by themselves at home, going to, take care of somebody else's house and somebody else's kids, probably. She cannot even see the kind of predicament she's in. Just bringing her big mouth, I'm going to ban. Ban what? You sound so dumb, I swear. I swear. Even me, I swear. You sound dumb. Take those clothes, give them to the people who need them, and leave Marwa alone. Tell your children not to ever step there. Oh yes, Marwa doesn't need you. Neither does Team Marwa. Move. Guys, let me know your thoughts and your sentiments right in the comments section below. And if you're here and you have not liked this video, please give this video a massive thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, take this moment to hit the subscribe button. And remember to turn on the bell notification so that whenever I upload a video, you get to be notified. And for those who have visited this channel for the very first time and they are wondering, what is this channel all about? This is a reaction channel where we analyze, we criticize, and we react on videos that have been put out on the YouTube space. So if you like that kind of content and if you have enjoyed today's video, please feel free to join us as well. My returning subscribers, you guys are the best. Thank you for your love and your support. I do not take any of you for granted. And for the newly subscribed, I want to say thank you and karibuni sana. So let us meet in the next video, guys. Bye bye.